So you've been watching Shiv absolutely slap everyone in Apex with Bangalore, and now you're thinking maybe I should learn how to play Bangalore as well. Well, you've come to the right place, because today I'm going to be showing you how to master Bangalore in Apex Legends Season 8. There's no denying Bangalore is one of the best solo legends to play in Apex for both pubs and ranked, and without a doubt the most balanced legend in the game. So let's take a look at her abilities. We're going to talk about Bangalore's passive, tactical and ultimate abilities and how to use them correctly and effectively to maximise your chances of dropping those high kill and high damage games you're looking for. I should point out Bangalore is a very aggressive legend, so if that playstyle isn't for you, I'd suggest learning another legend, and I do have more legend guide videos on my channel if you'd like to learn someone else. Bangalore's passive ability is called Double Time. Double Time activates upon being hit or when a bullet or grenade barely misses you. Double Time gives you a 30% increase in run speed for 2 seconds. Bangalore's passive is a reactive one that responds to enemies shooting at you. Utilise the short-term speed boost whenever you can, either by running for cover or returning fire with the increased speed, as it makes you a difficult target to hit. Just to note, Bangalore's passive can still be active even if you're inside Gibraltar's shield. Bangalore's tactical ability is a smoke launcher. The smoke launcher can shoot a high velocity smoke canister that explodes into a smoke wall on impact and has a cooldown of 33 seconds. The smoke launcher has 2 smokes, which mean it can be used twice in a row or one you can keep for a little later. As the smoke is coming from a launcher, it does allow it to travel much further than a grenade, and it does have its advantages which I will be coming to. Upon landing, the smoke canister splits into 3 smaller pellets and will take 23 seconds to fully disappear. The canister's explosion will deal 10 damage to enemies it hits, and the only way to cancel the launch is by pressing your melee button. Now let's talk about the great ways to use Bangalore's smoke. The launcher can be used at the same time as other actions, meaning you can still shoot at your enemies or use it while using a medkit or a shield bat. Of course, one of the best ways to use Bangalore's smoke is while you're looting or reviving a teammate, in the hope that an enemy can't see you and won't shoot at you. Sites such as the digital threat and 4 to 10 times, as well as Bloodhound's scan, can see through Bangalore's smoke, and this is a great way to use the smoke offensively. Smoke out your enemy and then shoot them while they can't see you, unless of course they too have a threat sight or a Bloodhound. But pairing Bloodhound and Bangalore together on the same team could be a very useful strat. However, the smoke can also be used defensively as a means of escape to obscure yourself and your team from enemies. The smoke essentially acts as a barrier between you and the enemy, so depending on where you aim it, it can also make it harder for your team to see the enemy. Ideally, you should smoke the enemy and not your team, but sometimes in a quick getaway, you need to smoke yourself out so the enemy can't see you. Think of it like this: if the smoke is on your team, the enemy can see everything around it, which you can't, and they're generally going to know whereabouts you are. On the other hand, if you smoke the enemy, it obscures their vision, forcing them to move to engage, while your team has a wider range of movement and vision, giving you the advantage. The only real counter to Bangalore's smoke is either Bloodhound, as I mentioned, but also Watson. Watson's interception pylon will shoot down Bang's smoke canisters even if they're on your team. Watson's fences also can't be seen through the smoke, so it could catch you out. Be sure to use the smoke strategically and know when to use it aggressively or defensively. If you are enjoying the video, please do let me know in the comments below which legend you'd be interested in seeing a guide on next. Also, if you can give the video a like, I would really appreciate it, and if you're interested in seeing more Apex content, there is plenty of that on my channel. You'll also find me live on Twitch 3 times a week, so if that's something you're interested in and you want to get to know me a little more, or just come for a general chat, be sure to follow the link in the description. I'd love to see more people over there. Bangalore's ultimate is called Rolling Thunder. Rolling Thunder will call in an artillery strike that slowly creeps across the landscape and has a charge time of 3 minutes. When using her ultimate, you throw a flare onto the ground and several rows of missiles land sequentially in front of the flare, then stick for 6 seconds before exploding. As they land in rows, this creates a sequence of explosions moving forward from the flare. The maximum distance of the missiles is 70 meters ahead from the flare, and each explosion deals 40 damage and slows your enemies. Although this ability will not deal damage to your teammates, it can still damage you, and it will still cause the stunned effect for you and your team as well. Rolling Thunder can be used offensively or defensively. However, it should be saved for large team engagements or third parties, or ultimately to cover you or your team while escaping from a situation. Dropping it on a team who's trying to third party will hopefully keep them backed away, giving you chance to move or finish the fight you're in. Planting it on yourself, however, then running, means the team chasing you is less likely to follow you, as by the time you've run through it, it will all be landing behind you and hopefully keeping the team chasing you at bay, as they probably don't want to take the damage and get stunned unless they're really thirsty. If you want to use it more offensively, it can be used to catch an unsuspecting enemy team off guard and have them running for cover, or you can drop it on their downed teammate, leaving them with less chance to get the revive and you dealing with a 3v2 fight. This is especially useful in ranked, where it can make all the difference. As Bangalore's ultimate ability doesn't deal enough damage to be fully effective on its own, I'd strongly recommend to chase the enemy down as they get bombarded to catch them while they're stunned, or while they're a little low on shields. Again, knowing when to use it strategically is something that will come naturally the more you play Bangalore. As I mentioned previously, Watson is the biggest counter to Bangalore, and again her pylon will shoot down any of Bangalore's smokes as well as her ultimate. Also, Horizon's tactical gravity lift will take you out of the fight high enough so that the ultimate will not affect you. Now you might think Bangalore isn't the legend for you, but fear not, you can check out some more of my legend guide videos by clicking on the screen now. I hope this video has helped you, and if I've missed anything, be sure to pop it in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.